Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope all of you are fine. So let's begin with our discussion on today's topic, that is Renaissance and humanism. So Renaissance is a French word which means rebirth. The European culture revived by Renaissance. It is a time period of deep cultural awakening, and the Renaissance is basically a beginning of modern times. In this time period, educated Europeans developed new attitudes about themselves and the world. It is first began in Italy because Italians were closest to the legacy of ancient Rome culture. It also consists of some of the characteristics. The first characteristic is that printing press system. William Caxton thought to be the first person to introduce printing press into England in 1476. Printing press is a device used to transfer some sort of prepared ink surface to a receiving surface like a paper. There was a lot of advantages of printing press as well. The first advantage is that readership multiplied. It is given a continuing development of trade, thoroughness of education for lay people as well. It also provides another advantage, that is a demands of book increase. In Middle Ages, books were costly and education became rare. Most of the books were written in Latin. Renaissance, in that time period, the Renaissance, the educated middle classes demanded works in their own language. There is a publication of chivalry, romance, poetry, and travel books become published in that language as well. So another important aspect in Renaissance is the humanism. Humanism is defined as a new way of thinking and seeing the world. This movement focused on the value and worth of each individual based on the ideals of ancient Greece and Rome. People who practiced humanism were called humanists. It focused on secular worldly themes instead of religious ideas and the afterlife. It also emphasized on the study of literature of classical antiquity and reformed education to make literary expressions of paramount importance for the cultural people. So there are some other works of Renaissance of the prose writer. The first writer is Thomas More. He wrote Utopia in 1516. He described in that particular book, he described an ideal society based on reason, tolerance, and religion, free of ignorance and superstition. He also contrasted the perfect society with the evil existing in their own society. The second one is that Niccolo Machiavelli. He also wrote the book that named as The Prince in 1532. One of the first works of modern political philosophy, it had guidelines to acquiring and maintaining political power as well. William Shakespeare is the third one. He wrote First Folio in 1613. The First Folio was a collection of his first 36 dramas. It has comedic, tragic, and historic plays, delved into the entire range of human experience. He was matchless in variety and the use of language. His other famous plays include Hamlet, Othello, and Henry V, means Henry V. There are some other poets as well in that particular age. The poetry of earlier part of 16th century is generally less important with the exception of the work of John Skelton, which exhibit a curious combination of medieval and Renaissance influences. The two greatest innovator of new rich style of Renaissance poetry in the last quarter of 16th century was Sir Philip Sidney, Edmund Spenser, as well as John Milton as well. Sidney, universally recognized as a model Renaissance nobleman, outwardly polished as well as inwardly conscientious, inaugurated the voyage of sonnet cycle in his Astrophals and Stella, written in 1582, published in 1591. In this work, in the elaborate and highly metaphorical style of the early Italian sonnet, he described or he celebrated his idealized love for Penelope de Villeroy, the daughter of Valier de Villeroy, first Earl of Essex. These lyrical profess to see in her an ideal of womanhood that in a Platonic manner leads to a perception of the good, the true, and the beautiful, and consequently of the divine. This idealization of the beloved remained a favored motif in much of the poetry and drama of the late 16th century. It had its root not only in Platonism but also in the Platonic speculations of humanism and in the chivalric idealization of love in medieval romance as well. The second one is John Milton. Milton narrated Paradise Lost in 1667, the mechanization of Satan leading to fall of Adam and Eve from the state of innocence, and he performed the task in such a way as to justify the ways of God to man, and to express the central Christian truth of freedom, sin, and redemption as he conceived them. So that's all from my side. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you for watching.